This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their
Yeah. What are you talking about? Alright, bro. I'm broadcasting this drink and they can hear you, nigga. So I can put this shit on my story. So if I score and I do the most, I'm sorry. Nigga, like, I gotta play serious now. Take your time, fam. Take your time. You said, well, what? They get both of us.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180!
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws it.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Richard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Jacobs was really good week 9 in the win over Detroit. 28 carries, 120 yards, 2 scores as well. And the Raiders are 8 games into their season, but Jacobs has actually already broken Marcus Allen's franchise rookie rushing record. He's at 740 for the year, and that puts him on pace for nearly 1,500 yards. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and inside. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. 30, 20, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Geis. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards. They go play action with Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Slam.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Kill. Hey, Charlie. Express.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. No chance. 29. Mike 53.
On 2nd and 12. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, they're starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple picture.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Haskins now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 16, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Hopkins' kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. In on the stoppage to here, Whitehead.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go.
On third down, Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, this is Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 52 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Carr gives to Rashard, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Escaping the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle, I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one.
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No, you moved over.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
6-18. Hey, one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
180. We're good. 180. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Express. You. 53. Express. 53 is the Mike. Quit talking about it. Express. Check. 53 is Mike.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Thompson.
What? Oh, no.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, 58 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the ground, it's Geis. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Richard. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Richard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short gain down to about the 33. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
734.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 53. First play
I'm coming for you, son.
You run the ball.
Alpha. 53 from Mark.
Carr to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. One more time with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins going to try to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.